Kia ora. So today I'm going to look at drawing the graphs for multivariate investigation. At our college we use NZGrapher, so that's what I will be working through and making sure that you put all the things on that you need to. Are you ready? Yes, we are. So here we go. So I'm going to be using this NZGrapher. You can just click on this or type it into your URL bar and you will get the following. So here we have the starting page. You can put your own data in under this drop down here by importing data or opening a file that you've been given, but we're going to go up here to a source that's already in there. Jake's kindly put in rugby for us, and that's the one I've chosen to do as an example. So once we get this, we want to choose what sort of graph we're drawing. We're going to draw a dot plot and box and whisker. Once we've got here, the two things down here are next. So the numerical data, I'm comparing height, and I'm comparing it by position. So backs versus forwards. And that comes up over here on my graph. I'm also going to colour by the country, just because it might be interesting later on to talk about it if there's something that stands out. Right, the next thing we need to do is change the graph title. So I don't want a title saying graph title. I want to say height of rugby players from New Zealand and South Africa in 2013. All right, make sure it's very explanatory. On the x-axis, I'm going to actually add in the in meters part, and for position, I'm going to change that to say rugby position. Just a little bit more explanation. On this part here, there are a number of things we have to tick. First of all, we tick summaries because that gives us all our statistics here, the minimum, the lower quartile, the median, the mean, the upper quartile, the maximum, and the number of pieces of data. All right, so 59 and 76. Then we are going to do a high dot plot. That gets it off our dots. So by ticking that, our box and whisker will sit above the dot plot. And the last of all, we're going to tick stack dots, which in this case is not going to change it much, but in some graphs will change it quite a bit to tidy up the graph. So as you can see, this is our perfect graph. We now update our graph by clicking on the Update Graph button, and then we can right-click and copy image and post it, put it into our investigation. So just going through that again, looking at the PowerPoint, we've got, first of all, that data button up here where we can download data. We're using ones that are already in NZGrapher. Then you're going to select the dot plot down here under graph type and colour by maybe. And as I said, in my case, I've done the countries. Don't worry about the colour scale. Then we need our numerical data of height and our categorical data, which is position, backs versus forwards. Lastly, we need to change our graph title to be sensible. Should include the year here. Change our title at X and Y axes to match up with what we are comparing. So, and usually put the units into the x-axis title. Then over here in the slider, we're going to tick summaries, high box plot, stack dots to tidy the graph up, and update graph. Once we've done that, we can copy and save the graph. So by right-clicking on it, you can copy it and paste it into your assessment, and then you can start to talk about it.